Hi, I'm Zach Maynard from Venom Skate Products, and today I'm going to teach you about barrel bushings, cone bushings, and how you might put them in your trucks. So obviously, once you've decided to go with some wicked aftermarket bushings, job number one is going to be to get the old Chinese bushings out of your truck. Now that you get your truck torn down to the bare base plate, you're going to have to decide what kind of setup you want to put in it. So if you're using your board primarily for just everyday riding, cruising, carving, commuting, probably your best bet is going to be a barrel bushing on the bottom and a cone bushing on the top. This is going to give you a nice mix between the stability of the barrel bushing and the extra turn of the cone bushing. The cone bushing gives you more turn because it has less urethane. Basically, when you turn on the barrel bushing, there's just more urethane to squish, and so it gives you more resistance and there's more rebound to give you more stability when you're going in a straight line. The cone bushing, especially because of the angle on it, flexes more and squishes less so that you have easier turns, less stability, but a more surfy feel. If your truck came with two cone bushings and two cup washers that fit them, if you want to put a barrel on the bottom, you're going to need another washer, one that's sized properly for the barrel. So you can either use a flat washer, which is available at any hardware store, or if you go to your local skate shop, you can probably find a cup washer. There are also many aftermarket vendors that'll sell you really high quality versions of these things, but it might not be necessary for you. You put the cup washer on the bottom, put the barrel on after it. It'll keep it from deforming over the sides of the base plate and generally keep it happy and healthy for a long life. After that, put your hanger on, put your cone bushing on the top, and replace your cup washer on top of that. Put the nut on and tighten it down. If you've decided to go with two different hardnesses of bushing, always put the harder bushing on the bottom towards the base plate and the softer bushing on top, because when you stand on your board and the force goes from the hanger into the bushing, you want that harder bushing to be bearing the load so the softer bushing doesn't wear out as quickly. If you want more stability, like you're going to be maybe bombing some hills or something like that, you're probably going to want to use two barrel bushings. Like we talked about before, that's just going to give you even more urethane meat to keep you from speed wobbling and generally keep you going where you want to go. Just like with the bottom bushing, if you want to use a barrel on top, you're going to need a matching washer. If you use a flat washer, it's going to turn more. If you use a cup washer, it's going to turn less. You just have to decide what you like the most. If you're going to run double barrels, I definitely recommend that you run a harder durometer in the back. Speed wobbles usually come from the back truck, so if that's more locked down, you're more likely to keep going straight. You want your board to initiate turns from the front so that it goes where you want it to. Finally, if you want a really loose, super juicy carvy setup, you're probably going to want to run double cones. This is definitely maybe going to put you in danger of wheel bite, so make sure you have enough wheel wells or a small enough wheel or the right riser pads or whatever to make sure that doesn't happen. But for that, you'll need a cup washer that matches your cone bushing. Put the bottom cone on, put your hanger on, put on another cone, and of course your top washer. Now all you need to do is decide what kind of riding you want to do. Pick out the bushings that you think are going to be best for your board and your weight and your riding style. Set them up and see what you like.